Welcome to the New Africa, the channel that's changing how the world sees Africa. From groundbreaking mega projects to untold success stories, from vibrant cultures to bold innovations, this is the Africa they don't show you on the news. The New Africa, in changing the narration. Subscribe and be part of the movement rewriting Africa's story, with pride, power, and purpose. Today, we journey into the heart of a city that has defied its past, challenged expectations, and redefined what it means to be African and forward-thinking. This is Kigali, the capital of Rwanda, and perhaps the most awe-inspiring transformation story in modern Africa. A city once scarred by conflict now stands as a glowing emblem of hope, resilience, and intelligent progress. Let's explore Kigali, the cleanest, smartest, and most peaceful city on the continent. When you land in Kigali, something immediately catches your eye. There's no trash, no plastic bags, no open garbage bins, just spotless streets, blooming gardens, and a peaceful atmosphere. What you see is a city in harmony with its people and its environment. Streets swept clean, vibrant gardens flourishing, and a tranquil order that feels almost surreal. But this is not a story of chance. This is the result of conscious decisions, born from trauma, nurtured by unity, and executed through visionary leadership. In the aftermath of the 1994 genocide, Rwanda faced ruin. But in rebuilding the soul of the nation, cleanliness became more than just policy. It became symbolism, a way to show that Rwanda could be whole again. In 2008, Rwanda took a historic step by banning plastic bags, long before most developed nations even debated the idea. This early move toward environmental responsibility was a signal to the world. Rwanda was choosing a new path. Every last Saturday of the month, Kigali transforms. Shops close, traffic halts, and from government ministers to street vendors, all citizens join hands in community service. They clean streets, repair schools, plant trees. This is Umuganda, meaning coming together for a common purpose. But what makes it extraordinary is not that it's mandatory, but that it's embraced. It is not law-driven, it is love-driven. It's the African spirit of Ubuntu institutionalized in public life. Sustaining cleanliness goes hand in hand with a smart economic strategy. It's not just about keeping the streets tidy, it's about building a system where everyone benefits and the city thrives in the long run. These days, you'll often see folks using paper and cloth bags instead of plastic, you know? Sanitation workers are not only respected, but they're also paid decently for their important work. Environmental stewardship is a lesson taught in schools from a really young age. Cleanliness in Kigali is more than just a virtue, it's actually a powerful economic engine. Back in 2019, Rwanda earned about $498 million from tourism, which, believe it or not, was even more than what the country made from coffee and tea exports. Every year, Kigali welcomes over 35,000 international conference visitors, all drawn by its secure and clean environment. The tourism and hospitality industry provides jobs for over 164,000 Rwandans. And urban wages in Kigali are 31 to 52% higher than in rural areas, which is a direct result of this smart, clean urban planning. Inspired by Kigali, cities like Addis Ababa, launched these mega projects like the Shager Beautification Project, which is actually worth over $1 billion to create green, pedestrian-friendly corridors all across the city. Cleanliness is not just Kigali's face, it is its soul. It's honestly how the city honors its past, serves its people, and welcomes the world. Kigali really proves that Africa can shine, not in spite of its scars, but because of how it heals them. Kigali stands as a smart and visionary city, always looking ahead. It blends tradition with innovation and, well, sets an example for the continent and beyond. So Kigali is not only clean, it is intelligent. It's really what happens when vision, innovation, and African ambition come together. Kigali isn't copying anyone. Instead, it's leading with its own blueprint. Backed by a $2 billion vision, Kigali Innovation City, or KIC, is rising as a beacon of digital progress for the continent. It's home to Carnegie Mellon University Africa, which is producing high-caliber African engineers. KIC also hosts more than 50 tech companies and research and development labs across medtech, fintech, and agri-tech sectors. Plus, it features smart infrastructure zones designed for global investors and African innovators. KIC aims to generate over $150 million each year in high-value digital exports. More than 4,600 direct jobs and 20,000 indirect jobs will be created. This will help reduce Africa's digital import dependency by 25% or even more. So, the Arembo platform digitizes over 100 public services, from permits to health records. Cashless transportation using RFID smart cards makes city transit smooth and safe. And free public Wi-Fi zones in buses and parks encourage access to information. Smart traffic systems cut emissions and reduce travel times. Smartness in Kigali isn't about shiny gadgets. It's about systems that work, policies that empower, and a future that includes everyone. This is African intelligence in action. Kigali is not following the future, it is building it. And it is proving that African minds on African soil can innovate beyond imagination. When you walk through the heart of this city, it's not just the clean streets or the vibrant energy that stands out, it's the sense of unity, the way people look out for each other, and the calm that fills the air. There's a feeling here that's hard to describe, but it's unmistakable. A real shared peace. But perhaps Kigali's greatest success is the hardest to measure. Peace. It's a peace so deeply rooted, it's felt in the smiles of its citizens, the confidence of its youth, and the safety of its streets. Rwanda's crime rate is among the lowest in Africa. Women feel safe walking at night. And honestly, that's a rare assurance in many global cities. Police officers here are known for professionalism, not corruption. Community policing is active, with residents playing a vital role in local safety. Through Gakaka courts, over 1.9 million cases were resolved in the spirit of reconciliation. Nationwide civic education programs teach youth about unity, history, and peace building. Political leadership is deliberate in avoiding ethnic division, promoting a shared national identity. Peace in Kigali wasn't given, it was earned. Earned through forgiveness, policy, and participation. Kigali teaches us that peace is not the absence of conflict, it is the presence of justice, memory, and shared hope, and in that, Kigali stands tall. So, as we look ahead, let's remember, Africa's future is being shaped right now by its own people. The new Africa is bold, innovative, and honestly, unafraid to define itself on its own terms. Kigali is not an exception, it is an example. It stands to show the world that Africa's story can be written by Africans, with pride, with clarity, with courage. Let this be known. African cities can be clean, smart, and secure. Good governance is not foreign, it is African too. Vision is not imported, it is grown in our soil, nurtured by our values. Kigali inspires Nairobi, it inspires Accra, Cairo, Lagos, and beyond. So, to the African diaspora watching across the globe, Kigali is not just a city, it's a signal. The future is not coming, the future is already here, and it's African. This is the new Africa. And the narration is changing. Like, share, and subscribe to Uplift African Excellence. Join us in changing the narration.